When I was 14, I started working in a second-hand bookshop at my local suburban Main Street opposite the railway station. And I think it was the best job I ever had. It was my first job. I loved it. I kind of walked into this world with floor-to-ceiling books divided into different sections. There was a Mills and Boon section in romance. There was detective books. There was a really quite creepy bit around the corner where some of the gentlemen came in their raincoats, but I didn't really know what happened there. And what was great about it was that the customers themselves would help me with the maths, because that was the bit that I really couldn't do. And the older ladies would come in with their shopping trolleys, and they would take down a Mills and Boon book and flick through it to the inside back cover and see if they had signed the book. And if they'd signed the back of the book in a beautiful copper plate or shaky writing, it meant they'd read it before, so they'd pop it back on the shelves, because they couldn't tell from the cover or the story about, the nurse and the doctor, or somebody in the outback station and the governess who arrived. So I'd been there for a while, and suddenly I found this whole collection of books written by Geoffrey Willans and illustrated by Ronald Searle. And Ronald Searle did the St Trinian's drawings of these very naughty schoolgirls and these very naughty schoolboys. And the writing was satirical. It sent up the bullies at school, it sent up the teachers, it sent up the parents. It was, for me, a revelation that you could write something funny and you wouldn't get into trouble. You might even get paid. And that cartooning was something that you could do for a living. And it also taught me that pointy noses were how to draw cartoons, and that has also stayed with me. But mainly what has stayed with me is that idea of, imagine what it would be like to make a living being naughty and cheeky and drawing and writing. Imagine.